Hello, welcome back. I'm having a second stream today. You can say this is a surprise stream, since it really isn't planned. It's like I just want to get my mount. I really just want to get my mount. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. I just want my mount now. Of course, I enjoy the story still, but I do still want to get my mounts more than anything. Yeah, I currently have a few other settings on, so it's gonna sound slightly different than normal. Don't know if that's a good thing or bad, but I need an opinion. Oh lord. Not that lord, but oh. Well, you deserve it. Do you really think it was that easy to take over me? Seriously, Ifrit. Fine, let's fight. I hope you perish. Ouch. Oh no. What? Oh gosh. Oh you goodness. What? Why is he helpful? Sorry, I had to do something. Also, how do I win this? I'm a brain dead tank. I don't think I can. What is happening? What is When the NPCs run, you know you gotta run too. I just really want please. I just want my mount, people. Please. Ooh, a crystal. What's this used though? What? Wait, what? Wait, what? I honestly don't recall when I got the blue one. Apparently, I got a blue one. Be right back. Who needs enemies, right? Who needs enemies? Anchored. I shan't wait, as I really want my mount. Awaiting does not amount I collect. Please, may I have mount? Pretty please with a cherry on top. On a side note, I really just want a mount because I like being in control of where I want to go. Like, rather than this, which is basically the game deciding for me where to go. Chocobo. On a side note, I feel like a silly fool. I really do feel like a silly fool. Like, for not noticing that stupid nail thingy. Inferno nail, which is such pain. Lead the way, Chocobo. Lead the way, Chocobo. No. Where did you go? No, come back. I want a pet Chocobo. I actually do want a pet Chocobo. They're cute. They really are. It's a shame if not. Oh. Wait. Let me in. Give me the Chocobonus. Oh. That's not good news. Oh. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. The more numerous and fervent they are, powerful they become. Huh. The Echo. Interesting. Eidolon. Yeah, it does too. I would rest, but I want a mount, which I think I'm nearing from the sound of that. If people are gonna bother me, of course I'm gonna get a mount, I think. I can't help but feel sad about that information. Please, Tancred, don't think like that. You can be stronger. You don't need to force yourself. You don't need to rush it either. You really don't need to rush it either. I'd rather you take care of yourself first before you do deal with that. Oh? Many people. Is this my mount day? Is this finally time for me to get a mount? Okay, I probably start reading this now. You have achieved a great deal in a short time and won fame in doing so. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, Drakius, or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons! I can't voice 4 people at once. Ah, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I'm given to understand that the Scions of the Seven Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I'm here on behalf of the Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limsam Lominza, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. As you can see, Drakius, your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all 3 have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Drakius' deeds spread so quickly. That the Immortal Flame should know of his triumph is to be expected, but what of the other Grand Companies? Your reputation precedes you, Master Fosilian. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face Primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the 12th Wood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Fosilian. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. Why, even before you aided us against the Almaoja and the Dread Primal, yours was already a respected name in Oda. Our people know you and love you well. A man of your talent belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a... Sorry, I didn't read that in time. The Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. For often does she speak of you, friend. It is only natural that we should want you for the maelstrom. Join your strength to ours, and together let us see the grand vessel of Limsa and Lominsa to the shores of glory. Yeah, I'm as dumbfounded as my character. Lady Minfilia. Very well. Though I'm quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation will help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are an all-encompassing organization empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological resources of their respective city-states in time of strife. There are presently 3 such organizations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa Lominsa, the Order of the Twin Adler of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Oda. Serving a Grand Company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defense and tasked with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful services, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may prove useful to you in your other endeavors. If you're agonizing over which of the Grand Company best deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to shift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I concede it is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the 3 city-states are planning to hold remembrance services. Well, as part of the proceedings, hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, let Dracius hear our leader speak, then return here with his decision. We eagerly await your answer. I just want my mount, man. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a Grand Company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Dracius, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention. Not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must need to be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a Grand Company, however, you will be the one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements shall be shared, and so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organization does not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely on you. Your aid, the 12 know that we will have need of it in days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similar, yet not quite the same. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pole with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in touch regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Dracius, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the oh gosh. Sorry about that, I am back now. I might have to go over somewhere in a bit as well. For personal circumstances. Where's my very sticky tutorial? I swear there's a streamer mode or something here. I'm not sure why, but for some reason I do believe there's a streamer mode somewhere. In-game, in fact. I do not have a gamepad. I'm sad, I need to buy a new one. But I do not currently possess a gamepad, sadly. Ah. You're lucky I have learned teleportation. Be right back. I am so sorry for the multiple abrupt. You know, I feel so bad. But unfortunately, I did need to do something, so I had to move out for a while.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 seed seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron,
Oh, hey.
Gridania flourished into
You
the
too?
great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
Well, yes,
In accordance with the will of the elementals,
I guess.
we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might
hey.
push back the encroaching darkness.
Teacher of Conjurer.
And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean
I'm sorry,
Alliance,
I do not know
that
your
all
name
the
by
peoples
heart,
of this
brother.
realm might stand united against the 5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on that
high
bloody
roads without
Ixo.
fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
Oh, hush you.
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder's standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
All
forest.
the elementals!
The children. Pray tell, what are the two people beside me doing?
If you'll permit me, Alfino,
Alfino, okay.
and my sister, Alize, at your service.
Alize.
I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler.
Okay.
You might call us students
yes.
of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Does your sister really feel the same? Because I don't think she does. She's looking sideways. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition and wont to summon their bloodthirsty primal, Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians. Until recently, at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Rama. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to the attack. The people are hopeful that restoring their wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixal will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to an all-out war. And when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? That's so sudden. I am a gladiator first and foremost, but I think I might go with Gridania. I'm not sure.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanimo herself!
And Reborn as well!
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore.
Hurrah! Reborn!
Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Naldar have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Uldar!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Uldar stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people.
Ya for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your Grace.
Reborn? People of Ul'dah, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the Inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn! Forsooth!
The time is now!
I fancy meeting you again.
Same to you. The Hodans have a long history of conflict with Amalja, the beast tribe that worships primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Hodans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So they have dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Hodans send their forces to smite the Primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is bought with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonders, then, that the Immortal Flames are eager to recruit more members. At such desperate hour, an adventurer of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. For their sake, I hope that the Flame General's words struck a chord with you. Sorry. Well, I subscribe to that logic. I really want some peace and quiet nowadays. Is that too much to ask for? Oh. Okay then, there's no teleportation. I'm a bit sad, but what can I do? Oh, what can I do?
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Where's Alphinaud?
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say.
Ah, there you are.
The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom Standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
You sound actually sad.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
Wait, not the best place to
It has
say
been
that.
5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both. and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Move
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral!
Fancy meeting you again.
Same. As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Lominsa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell within the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Guardians have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Lominzan's backyard. And that is to say naught of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Guardians whet their blades and watch. If the Lominzans are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. Sure, Alphinaut. Not sure your sister agrees. Dracius, this is Minfilia. You're well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final Remembrance service has now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence. Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies? Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back! Yes, my lady. I'm not even joking on the milady part. Yeah, I'll use this for once. I want more of this. Where? Oh, I'm actually deposited at the entrance. Somebody needs to teach me how to read things. And also how to speak again, because I seem to have lost my capability of speaking. I get tongue-tied like nobody's business, which is strange. I'm an 11. I'm an 11 this time around, so I think I'll go with the others.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral Era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady! We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
It hurts, it hurts. The sentence hurt. If you guys are wondering what this music is, it's actually Maple Story. I was just waiting for my daily login reward thing. And... oh. Right. Okay, now I can leave. I will play it tomorrow. Not as part of my stream, mind you. As a, I'm gonna play it for fun. Oh my gosh, Maple Story, can you not? Yep. I do not like the color of Yellowtail. I need to learn how to read maps. I'm not joking, I actually need to learn how to read maps since apparently I forgot. Well, not forget, but more like I literally lost my way just now. Lost my way. My phone dropped. Sorry, give me a moment. What is it? Report. An urgent message from FFXIV Spire, sir. A Highwind Skyway airship has taken fire from Imperial forces in the skies over the East Shroud. The vessel's engines were crippled, sir, and it was forced to make an emergency landing southeast of Nine Ives. Ivies? Nine Ivies? Gods, this could not have come at a worse time. Oh, but a handful of our forces are presently afield, dealing with the exile. Trickius, I know full well you have yet to be formally inducted into our ranks, but we have urgent need of your aid. In all likelihood, the airship was bearing civilians, and if the reports are accurate, it will have come down dangerously close to Garlean-occupied territory. Please make all haste to the area southwest of Nine Ivies, locate the airship, and ascertain the status of the passengers. May I have a mount? Please, with a cherry on top? I just want a mount. Please, I just want a mount. Please. Why do I not have mounts? Game, give me a mount. Wait, is it a quest I have to manually trigger? Is it given to me by the Grand Companies, or is it a quest I have to manually trigger? Can someone answer me that? Also, the stream on YouTube today is unlisted by accident. Oh no. Do I get no mounts? I get no mounts. I'm sad. Guess I'll just have to run all the way. The usual. Is it so hard? Is it too much to ask for a mount? Game, please. I see. Is it just me, or there's so many Garleans here? Are you serious? An adventurer? What are you doing out here? No, wait, let's find some cover first. The Adder's Nest sent you? How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. Yes, friend, we mean you no harm. You're an engineer of Garland Ironworks, are you not? We were alerted to your plight and have come to rescue you. And you are Dracius, I presume. I was told to expect an honorary servant. My thanks for your aid, friend. I've never seen a crafty design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to the man's treachery? The secret of Magitech belong in Imperial hands. They are not to be squandered on Eorzean savages. We are taking this craft back to the fortress. Dismantle it if you must, and bring the engineer. Someone must pay for Garland's crimes. Imperial scouts from Castrum Oriens. They mean to requisition this ship. Wedge, you have to help him! That fool of a Lelafil was hiding inside the tiny Bronco! The tiny Bronco? But isn't that Ironworks' latest creation? It's the first airship we've built since the Calamity. The first since Master Garland, well, since he went missing. After years of work, she was finally ready for her first flight. And she was soaring, she really was. Till those bastards blasted her out of the sky. Attend me, all. The Ironworks' latest creation must not fall into Guardian hands. We shall strike them, swift and sure, and rescue Engineer Wedge. Dracius, I trust we can rely on your support. Yes, sir. May the matron watch over us. With me. Ambush! To arms! Flashbang! There's some magic like vandalizing. I don't know, isn't it? Can you not move around? I assure you, I know of your hidden desire to die. Thanks! Wedge, you shouldn't have stayed with the ship. That was a close one. Too damn close. So, how's she look anyway? The auxiliary propeller is a dead loss, but I think we can wring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. A few minor modifications now we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. While you do your work, we will keep watch over the perimeter. No enemy may yet be lurking nearby. As for you, you have done more than done your part today. I bid you return to the Adder's Nest and complete your enlistment. I pray there will be no further interruptions. When next we meet, let it be as fellow servants of the Order. I, just wanted to say sorry. You know, for calling you an Imperial spy and all that. Got that one wrong, didn't I? Seriously, though, if it hadn't been for you and Twin Adder lads here, we'd be chained up in the dungeon by now. I'm in your debt, friend. We both are. Wedge. Thank you! We are very grateful! I need my mount. I'm not ending the stream till I get my mount. And I don't mean I'll end it once I get it, by the way. Just that I want it before I end the stream. If it goes on actually too long, then yes, I might end it after I get it, but otherwise, I just want a mount. Why is it so hard to get a mount? A mount. Not even many mounts, just a mount. I just want access to the mount menu. Like, just an access to it. Protocol requires I appraise you of who we are and what we do, after which I'll invite you to swear an oath of your own free will. Ahem. The Order of the Twin Adder is the Grand Company of Gridania. It brings together the martial, economic, and technological resources of our nation, that we might stand strong in times of the direst adversity when our very survival hangs in the balance. Our order was formed in the days before the calamity, in readiness to fight the Garlean Empire and to combat the beast tribes and their primals. Needless to say, our struggle continues to this day. Elder Seer Khan Isena is the supreme commander of our forces. Under her wise leadership, we protect the people of Gridania and the sanctity of the Twelve's Wood. As the ant-winged serpents that graze our standard, let forest-born strive as one with friends from afar to ensure that peace shall ever reign in Gridania. In so doing, we honor the will of the elementals, and theirs is the will of the wood. Now then, I ask that you give unto us your oath of allegiance in whatever fashion you see fit. So you know the words of our grand company. That is well. Bound by this common belief, let's strive to preserve all that is good in this great nation. By the power vested in me, I assign you the rank of a Serpent Private 3rd Class. You are now a man of the Order of the Twin Adder. Go forth, Private, and do which brings peace to the Taleswood and honor to our name. Can you hear me, Dracus? It's Minfilia. An officer of the Order of the Twin Adder contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private. I have no doubt that you are eager to make the acquaintances of your new comrades, but I would ask that you pay a visit to your old ones first. Remember, though you are now a Serpent of Gridania, you are no less a Scion. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. There are some friends here whom I would very much like you to meet. We shall be waiting. The distant call of a friend in need, perhaps? As you are needed elsewhere, I shall keep you no longer. I would, however, suggest speaking with High Serpent Commander Vorsal Hulox before you depart. He may provide you with assistance on the journey ahead. Yes, mount! Oh. So I cannot have a mount to end the story anyway, so... My little chocobo. Private Fossilian. I understand you have been working tirelessly in Gridania's name. You are truly an example to your fellow serpents. But tell me, have you ever felt as though you couldn't get to your destination quickly enough? That perhaps you could do with a swifter pair of legs? If so, you might consider getting a personal chocobo. You have yet to be issued your own bird, am I correct? Given your considerable talents, you should be able to obtain one in no time at all. Let me tell you how to go about it. First, you must obtain a Serpent Chocobo issuance by exchanging company seals with the quartermaster. Once you have this deed, present it to our man, Chingar, and he will furnish you with a suitable bird. Who? What? How? Wait. How do I get that? Okay, how do I get the 200 seals for this thing? Please, I just want a chocobo. Whatever. Just want a chocobo. Oh gosh. Help me. Where'd I go? Morby Docks. What the heck happened to the song?
I just want a chocobo. Why must the game treat me so? I just want a damn chocobo. I just want a damn chocobo. Can the game not just give it to me?
I'm just kidding. But yes, I really am kind of annoyed. Just give me a chocobo game. The speak with who? Who on earth are you? Where am I? Here. Oh, I need to go in first. Good, I'm not coming back here anytime soon. I want a chocobo. Who has chocobo access? Who has access to chocobos? Grr, give me some. Right, I just want a chocobo. Yeah. Chocobo. Chocobo, where are you, Chocobo? I'm just gonna walk over. Run over. Again, I really desperately want my Chocobo. You have no idea. Chocobo, my Chocobo. Hi, Chocobo. You're cute. Ah. Chucky. Hi, baby. Where are you going? Come back, baby. My baby. My mount. My Chucky. I need a new hotbar. Oh my. Did he just shift it? Oh. Fly, my great one. Fly. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us, Tracheus. Now, when last we spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglect to mention that you have already met them. Tataru, please show them in. Oh. Hello. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've properly introduced ourselves. I'm Biggs. Gods, man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service! I'm pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Matchnet-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we, Scions, should serve as the keepers of this technology. Of course, for this, we needed the knowledge of experts, and so we've requested the assistance of Garland Ironworks, who very kindly sent us 2 of their finest engineers. Our happy family continues to grow. On behalf of the Scions, I bid you welcome to the Waking Sands. Like every soul year, I love Eorzea, and I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you all and fight for the future of the realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Oh. And And I do kind of want to end stream for now today. Yeah, I know I said I wouldn't stop it at the mount, but it is getting quite late for me and I'm getting a bit tired. Sorry about that. Anyway, I guess that's it from me for now. See ya. If it worked.